Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. This is Quita from AtHomeWithQuita, and here I share tips on how to plan a balanced life. So if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing. So in today's video, I thought I would share with you guys a quick flip through. I feel like I haven't done one in a while, and I've changed a lot to this planner. I've also decided to only have one planner for everything. So my work planner is now combined inside of my catch-all planner, and it has been working out so well over the past week. Now I do still have a business and social separate planner that I reach for and use when I want to write ideas down. If I want to reference anything, it's going to still be in that planner. This is only just for planning out my week. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to share with you a flip through of this planner and the changes that I've made. So let's get into it. All right, so no change has been made to the cover from what you've seen, although I did recently change to this cover because I purchased it and I changed to this cover. I think you've seen this for some time now. And so most everything hasn't been changed. The only biggest change is that, again, I now have this combined with my work planner, and I've shuffled some of the tabs around just a little bit as well. So we're just gonna do a quick flip through. These seem to be the most enjoyable videos on my channel here. You guys seem to really find enjoyment in them, and I think you get ideas, as do I, when I look at others' flip throughs as well. So let's just first talk about the cover. I'm using a frosted cover, clear discs from our shop. Everything is Fancy Plans Co. unless I state otherwise. This cover is Notique. Otherwise, I believe everything is from Fancy Plans Co. But again, I'll let you know if there's something that isn't. So these are our expander discs. They're not the same size as Happy Planners. Theirs is 1.75. These are 1.50. And then Classic, of course, is 1.25. So this is right in the middle of expander size and classic size, and I think they're the perfect size. Sometimes I feel like expander size is just too big. So just to get a quick glance at my subjects, if you're wondering, I do Franken plan, which means I have multiple planners within this one planner. So I've got calendar, home, meal planning, self-care, finances, work, faith, school, personal, family, brain dump, and notes, I believe, or lists. Those are my side tabs. My top tabs are, I have lots of these little just random tabs here that get me to certain sections. I have my today tab, and then I also have next month, routines, fitness, and notes. Just to talk you through that. All right, so now let's just flip through from beginning to end so you can see how I have this thing structured. So first I have a vellum here that has my word of the year, which is balance. And I'll have a new year for 2022, and so these will be updated for you guys. I'll let you guys know when those are available. I have a sticky note here that tells me how to gain balance, and so this has been helping me, and I love being able to see it right here. The first thing that I see when I open up this planner is my word of the year. She is a chunky one, by the way, so it is sometimes difficult to close her. I only keep 1 month of each of the type of inserts in here because I can't fit any more than that because of the other things that I have. I have this clear folder here, which I love. Inside of here, I just have a little photo of Addison. Then I have a vellum for sticky notes that you can stick right on there. It was an error, and of course, I don't like to throw things away, so I just kept it and added it in here. On the other side, I have some transparent sticky notes and some date squares. Then I've got my name vellum, 2021 year at a glance, with this new mini page marker from our shop, which is frosted. So I use that to be able to easily get to the month that we're in. Then I went ahead and added 2022, which I changed it just a little bit. And our planner launch will be coming up soon. And within the planner launch, you will now get the at a glance pages. So I'm really excited about that. Then I have our clear sheet here. This is, again, from our shop. They have different quotes and sayings on them. They're great for layering. So of course I layer that with another vellum. And on the vellum, I just have my planner routine. So these are the things that I do every single week to make sure that I plan for every part of my life. So I stuck that there. And then we get to our first divider section, which is calendar. I have September in here and October in here because I wanted to go ahead and plan out October. We're almost in October. I can't believe we're almost in October. And so we have our monthly spread all decorated. I love how it turned out. My monthly is very essential for me to be able to get to where I need to get to in life. I have, all of my appointments and things here, and then that gets transferred onto my weekly layouts. I also use the at a glance pages to dump things there as well, and then I transfer them to my monthly and then to my weekly and so forth. So this is how September is looking so far. We are right now not in this week anymore. This is my to-do list that transfers with me on to the next week. Y'all, I did the spread on my channel. I didn't really like it. I liked it, but then, I don't know, after the fact, I didn't like it. So then I redid it. Okay, so this is the week that we're in right now. So I keep this here. I just move it from week to week. I pretty much plan the same way every single week. And so you guys, I'm going to be trying out a new layout for October. So you'll see that. And of course, this is from a video I just did. So for October, my next tab, by the way, is next month. So if I do decide to put the next month inserts in here, it's going to go behind this tab. So this is how the monthly looks for October. I already planned out and ready to go. And y'all, I'm going to try the vertical layout. I think it may work for me. So I went ahead and decorated the spread. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to work out for me. And so that's how it looks undecorated. And so we're going to try that out for October. So we have the month of October, and we have a monthly review so I can reflect on the month. And then we get to the routine section, which was usually in my family section, but I decided to put it in the calendar section so I have it close to me, like I can easily get to it because routines are very important. So I have my AM and PM routine just written here. Sunday routine on this grid vellum or grid sheet, and then these are all my routines. I've got my morning routine, afternoon routine, evening routine, after school routine. In the little column here, I write how long it should take or the day of the week, and that helps me to be able to identify when I'm doing that particular part of the routine. So then we have cleaning, work, faith, self-care, Sunday, home, family, enrichment, and bedtime. So these are very important to me, so I needed to put them closer to the front. Then we have just a block schedule here, which is what I was doing in the past to kind of break down all of the tasks during the day, and I like to keep this here. Then we get to the home section. So this is the workbook that I designed for Wild University. I am for September a monthly major along with Cindy from Llama Letters. And so my monthly major was all about the bedroom and how to design or plan your space. And so this was the workbook that went along with the course. I'm obsessed with it, so I added one here because we're going to be redoing our bathroom, our guest bathroom, and then also the basement. So once this is done, then I'll transition this into my project planner, which I'll be talking to you guys about in the future. And then I'll put the one in here for the basement so I can start designing that. I like to keep it in my planner because I don't want to have to refer to another planner when I'm designing things. I want to just kind of keep it here, and then once I'm done and the project is done, then I'll move it on to the other planner. So this is kind of how that looks. It came with a ton of pages, as you see. So if you're not a member of Wild University, it's probably closed at this time, but it does reopen. I do have a link below that you can use to sign up for it. It's great, you guys. I mean, it has tons of content there that you can use to get your whole life together, okay? And then these were inserts from our home management box. Looks like I have a little note here, which I probably need to block out of, we're in the process of trying to see if we want to sell. So I need to try to figure out how we're going to do that. So I have a company here that I need to call that we were referred to. And then also I'm changing CPAs. So I have a number there for her. All right. So there was a challenge here, and then there was a whole set of inserts for that, but they would not fit in here. So I just kept the challenge in here. Then we have the weekly cleaning routine for the week. We had this Come Clean challenge from Clean Mama. I like it in here, even though it's old, because I feel like that never goes out of date. Then I have projects that I wanted to do around the house. Some things I need to pick up from Lowe's, and then just a cleaning schedule here. And so I just keep a few of those in there. And then a few of the cleaning routine inserts in here as well with a magnetic page marker. Then we get to the end of the home section, and this is one of our clear folders, which is double-sided, by the way. And I just keep the paint colors in here for the house. These are new colors, and I just like to keep it in here for reference. All right, then we get to the meal planning section. I have my meal planning at a glance, recipes to try here. I just kept that stuck there because you guys know we have a whole meal planner now, and that is included in the meal planner. So this is the at a glance pages, so you can come here and plan out your month, your week, your year, however you want to do that. And then I had some lunch ideas for Addison here that I needed to pick up from Sam's. Then we get to the meal planner that you guys know that we just recently launched. I love it. I've been using it every single week. Once this is done, I purge it out along with the other weeks or months in this planner. Again, I only keep one, sometimes two. And once they're done, they go into that specific planner that's on my shelf over here. I keep it for a year and then I purge it out. So this is how the meal planner is structured. We got the monthly recipes to try, and then we get to your weeks. So you can plan out your weeks. You can see what you have on hand. You can plan lunches and snacks if you decide to repurpose these sections. It's completely up to you with how you use this, but as you can see, it gets used every single week. So this is the week that we're in. So meal plan's done, groceries ordered, all of that good stuff is completed. And then we've got several pages of those. You've got some recipe cards so that you can plan your recipes. You have family favorites. We've got items to keep on hand, your freezer meals, your refrigerator inventory, freezer inventory, pantry inventory, household inventory. This thing is jam-packed. All right, so that is that. And then we have some shopping list inserts that I just like to keep in here if I need additional space to be able to plan out that shopping list. Then this is my system and process for meal planning. I did a video and then I decided to just keep it in here. Then we get to self-care. So I moved self-care over to more of the front side of it because I feel like I always put me last. And this was like almost one of the last tabs. So I said, you know what, let me move it to the front, okay? Maybe that will help me to focus on myself a little bit more. So I've got my BP log here. Then you guys saw the video I did with self-care. So I have my tracker, my routine, and then a challenge in here. Then we have a vitamin regimen, skincare regimen, immune building foods. Then I did a video sometime for self-care for the soul, and I kept it in here because I just like it. We have a detailed tracker, and then I moved the fitness over to the self-care section. It was in the health section, but I no longer have a health section because I felt like self-care and health was kind of almost the same, and I could remove that and add a work section, which we'll get to soon. So now fitness is the same. I have my fitness planner in here, still doing keto. So that was the first week. And then that was last week, and then this is the current week. And then this is going to be next week. I went ahead and planned this out on a recent video that I did, an all-pin spread. All right, so that's fitness. And then we do also still keep this workout ideas in here. These are all sticky notes. And so I can take these off and I can add them to my planner if I just need an idea, or I can just use it for reference. It's up to me. All right, then we had some Body for Life protein, carbs, and veggie ideas, and just some fill paper to use, I guess, for something else later. Low carb snacks, along with a magnetic page marker. Then looks like I was writing some dinner ideas and some lunch ideas for keto. Then we have keto meals on the go and items to keep on hand for keto. So I just keep that in the fitness section. Then we had some keto recipes to try, looks like, but this all needs to go on the meal planner inserts because those stay standard in the planner. I don't remove the whole meal planner. So when it comes to that, just to kind of back up just a little bit, I keep all of this in the planner, like my freezer meals, my family favorites, all of that. The only thing that gets purged out, and that's the reason why I designed it the way I did, is all of this on the front end. So all of this gets purged out. This was an error. Well, no, it wasn't. Well, yeah, it was because it ends with the notes page. So that way you can pull that out and it's not awkward in terms of leaving the remaining in. So all of that will be purged out. Again, there's a note page on the back of this and the way that it's designed now. So the family favorites will be on this side and then on this side. So that's kind of how I had it structured. Or I have it structured so that way you could easily keep some things in there if you want to keep it in there. You don't want to have to keep rewriting it every week. You can keep it in here and then purge out what needs to be purged out for that specific month. Just to let you know, just in case you weren't wondering. Okay, so that is the end of that section. Then we get to the finances section. So this is only just my personal finances, anything for brands or anything like that I get paid, just specifically for my income that comes in, not the shop income. Then I write it here because I just want to track like how much I'm making outside of the shop because the shop is very overwhelming. And so sometimes I just want to see like if I could, reduce some things when it comes to the shop and just mainly focus on brands and YouTube, or how to structure things to have the most sanity possible. And so I want to see how much revenue is coming in from those other ventures. And so I keep that written here. I also have some new products coming in, so I'm definitely going to blur that out. We have so much stuff coming to the shop, and so I wanted to track that so I could see the cost and I could see, so I could anticipate those items coming in. So I'm definitely going to block that out because I want you guys to be shocked. Well, not shocked, but I want you to be surprised and excited. But we are going to do some teasers, so stay tuned for that. So I'm going to definitely block that out, okay? But that's what that is on this side. Then we get to the previous month, so this was August. So I wrote in some things for that. Same thing with this, I'm going to block that out. I broke the other page down because I didn't like the handwriting, so I broke it down even further on this side. All right, blank pages for calendar here. I was doing a no spin challenge, and so I kept that in there because there's several other slots that I could use for other things. I also have a little pocket folder here with the Rise and Slay card. And then we get to our new work section. So again, we still have a work planner, and we use that for ideas and reference because there's a lot in there that I'm not going to rewrite and add to this. It's just too much to be able to add here. But I wanted to plan all in one planner because I just feel like I always reach for this planner, and the work planner was underutilized, and I wanted to make sure that I'm able to focus on everything work-wise, and managing two was just a lot for me, you guys. So that's the beauty of Franken planning. So this is how my monthly looks. And then I have a to-do list in here. I'm not sure if I'll blur that out because there's a lot on there that probably shouldn't show you. And then video ideas, I just write those in and check them off. And if there's one that I don't do that I planned for, I'll write it on here because I still want to make sure I do that video. It's just life happened and I wasn't able to film for that. So I'll write it here until I can repurpose it to another month. So that week or this month is turning out great. And then this was the first week. And this was last week. And then, oh, nope, actually this is the current week. And I love how this turned out. Look at how pretty that spread is. I used the Miss Maker stickers. And I love, love, love how it turned out. And I wrote everything in, and I'm fully planned for this week. And so this is the subject layout. So I switched the subject layout for business and social, as you know, and it was in my mini. And so now that I'm in half letter, of course, we have that size available as well. So I'm able to use that layout in here also. Then, not sure what this is on the, I have some notes because I'm having a call with Quita, who's my assistant. I want to make sure we cover those things on the call. Then this is just standard video ideas. This is all stuff you saw in my mini planner. These are all the videos for Planner University, which you guys have been loving. These are typically items I add to collections. This is a standard social media feed. And then these are some hashtags that I can use for days of the week. So like Make Something Monday, Motivational Monday, Tip Tuesday, things like that. That really helps me to be able to figure out what to post. All right, and then I have items that I need to order on this page, and then things I need to source are on this page. And then for our collections, I just released the fall collection. And again, these are all items like I showed you here. Standard items that we typically add to collections. So that is available today. By the way, today is my anniversary. I've been on YouTube for 4 years. So I thought I would mention that. I meant to mention that at the beginning of the video. Not sure when this is going to go live, by the way. September 20th is my 4-year YouTube anniversary. Can't believe I've been on here for 4 years, you guys. It's crazy, but I appreciate all the support from all of you guys. Only with you is this thing even possible, you guys. So thank you so much for supporting my channel, and I'm excited to see what the next 4 years brings. All right, so back to the flip through. This is from Wild University. I had a call with them, and of course they shared with me what their ideas were for the content that they wanted, and the cost and all that stuff. All that's here. So I'm gonna definitely blur this out, but that's what this is. And then my YouTube script. And then we get to Faith. So Faith, I have a full-on Faith planner, which you guys have seen in the past, but I do keep some stuff here, like some scriptures I want Addison to remember. And I have all of that written on my schedule for her school. I'll show you guys where that's written in because I break down her whole entire schedule for the day in terms of when she gets home. And then I have some other scriptures that I wanted to recall and make sure that I felt like they were key scriptures that everybody should know. So I was working on a log of that. And then this is my full spiritual schedule for the week. Then we get to school. So this is Addison's library card. So I need to blur that out. Actually, I need to put that in my wallet. This is her schedule for the day for school. So this is everything broken down by the time for her class. So I keep that in here. And then I also have some ideas for her, what I want her to do, sight words, math cards, counting, craft projects, things like that. So I keep that there. And then we are now full on into the school planner. So I love all the different planners that I'm using. So in this section, I'm using our school planner. In the fitness section, I'm using the fitness planner. I'm using I'm using a lot of different planners, but I'm able to fit them all in one and still stay on track with everything I need to do. So this is the monthly view. I write everything in. The teacher sends a newsletter on Fridays. And so that way I can see what's going on for that upcoming week. And then I also have things that I have her do and my husband has her do on our own. The first week, as you can see, I did pen to paper because I just wasn't feeling it. And then I got my mojo. So on the left-hand side here, I write in any appointments. She's going to math tutoring on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. It's called Mathnasium. She's not doing the other one. She was doing another one that had math and Kumon. Math and reading, but she's doing really good on her reading, but her math she's still struggling with. So Mathnasium is specifically for math, and she can go 3 times a week, and it's about the same cost. So we break down everything here. So this was last week. This is this week. And I don't have next week fully planned for, but I write her spelling words here. Math, anything for math goes here. They do have COGAT testing this week. So I write any like appointment sort of things or any like, you know, those types of things get written in the box here. And then I break it down day by day based on what that newsletter said and things that I want her to do, you know, specifically that we request her to do. She has a homework box, which I'm going to be doing a TikTok on so I can show you guys what's inside that box. And that's what she takes all around the house. And when she gets ready to do her homework, everything's in there, extra stuff. And I mean, even stuff from her teacher, but most of that stuff is just cover this, read this, study this, you know, so we have to provide those materials for her to do that. So this is where her spiritual stuff is written. So her Bible studies on Monday, and then we like to teach her a new scripture during that Bible study lesson and practice it during the week. And then everything's written here very nicely. This is all again based on the newsletter. I write her spelling words in and anything else that she needs to do for that week. So this is working out quite well. And again, it's so good to be able to just have it all in one planner. Then this was her checklist for back to school. And then I had some prep stuff. Also, I was writing her spelling words here, but now I write them on the calendar there like I showed you. This is the personal section. Within the personal section, we have our goals vision board. We will be doing these for 2021. I know you guys probably are wondering that. They are coming soon, and I can't wait for you guys to see. They're pretty much going to be designed the same way. This was one of our most popular items along with the word of the year. So it's a whole process to get them designed for every single size, but they will be available, and I'll do a video on that. Then I have some affirmations here, some best practices for a well-designed life, which I got online and printed it out and folded it up. Some books that I wanted to start reading, some things to track in my planner, a color code key. So some of this stuff is new, as you see, some stuff you've seen before. Still trying to become a minimalist. So we'll see, you know, how that progresses over time. I also have some things that I wanted to order from Bath and Body Works. Some shows I wanted to binge watch, natural hair regimen, conversation starters. Not sure where I wrote that there, but I'm sure it'll come to mind and I'll finish completing that. Then another clear page. Oh, also my bow here, which is from Kay and Coco. And then a magnetic page marker as well. So this is another clear page that I stacked with some vellum and a paper clip on the back that says the hustle and the glow. Then we get to the family section. This was early on, as you remember. So I replaced self-care with family. So self-care was all the way back here and family was way up there. And so within the family section, I just have my hourly schedule, which I'm still working on. So I still have the inserts in here, and eventually I'm going to create a standard hourly schedule. And I had a sample schedule that I wanted to make sure, or that I wanted to have for reference for me with how I would love my typical day to go. And so I keep that there. Some things to do in a pandemic, which we're still in. Some ideas for Malachi in terms of schooling and extracurricular and things like that. Then I had some date night ideas I wrote in for at home, in town, and out of town. So I'm still working on this list. Then we get to the brain dump section. You guys remember I did a video on my channel on these inserts, which are available. If you are on our blog as a member, they are free. If not, they are available on our shop. So these are some prompts that you can use to be able to brain dump. And then I did a full-on brain dump for you guys. So I keep that in here. I don't know, for some reason I just like it. And so I just keep it in there. I also had a to-do list that I created, and then some random fill paper. And then we get to our final section, which is the list section. I have a camping 2020 list. We are definitely a camping family, so I like to keep that in there whenever we do go camping. Also some things to do in Atlanta, some things to do in the springtime, some campsites. These are, I think, pretty much almost all the campsites in Georgia. And I was trying to figure out what had availability because everything was booked up. And we ended up finding one, and we did go camping. So the final section actually is notes on the top tab, and that just has fill paper. So we just have random fill paper so I can use to replenish other sections. And then we have a clear sheet here that I use for sticky notes, and then also my 2 pens. I use a Papermate Inkjoy, no, not an Inkjoy. Why do I keep saying that? A Papermate Flare, which is this for faux hand lettering, anything I need to be in bold print. I have a mild liner in gray for highlighting. And then these are new pens from our shop. They're like crystallized pens with our logo here. So that's really, really pretty with the black on black. So these are available. And so I keep that. This is the pen that I use for writing every day. We have a grid in the back, and then we have some meal planner notepad sheets that I pulled off, a this week sticky note, and our header sticky note back here, just stuck back there just in case I need them. And that is it, you guys. So this thing, as you can see, it doesn't really fully close because there's so much in here, and I know once I take out September in my regular calendar, it should close a little bit better, but it's a struggle, you guys. She's so chunky, and everything in here I need, so I can't take anything out. Otherwise, I would, because I wish I could close it a little bit better. Also, I think I talked about the left-hand side, right? Transparent sticky notes in gray. We have these in a ton of colors. Project sticky notes, and then we also have the floral sticky notes and the inbox sticky notes. So these come in a set of 3. There's one more, follow-up is the other one. So you can get them in a set of 3, or you can buy them a la carte. And that's all I have here. I don't think I mentioned that. But when I get ready to close it, I got to kind of press down on it and pull over. She does close, but she's very chunky. But again, every single thing in here I need, so I can't remove anything. And if I find that I can, then I do. And so that is it, you guys. This is my catch-all planner, which now has my work planner inside of it. And I've been using my work planner a lot more versus before. I wasn't barely using it. I was referencing it, you know, at the start of the day. And then I was also planning my week out on Sundays. But other than that, I wasn't really using it as much as I should have. But now, as you can see, I have a whole situation in here, and I don't have to toggle between multiple planners. I can just toggle between different sections in this one planner. So this is working out very well. So I'm excited to be able to keep that in here long term. So that's it for this video, guys. I know you guys enjoy a good flip through, and so do I. Love looking at others' flip throughs to get ideas on things I can add to jazz my planner up and just make it that much better and more effective for me. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Again, happy anniversary to me. Not again sure when you're going to see this. You could see this sometime next week, in which case, hey, you know, you missed it. Okay, well, you probably didn't if you're on my social media, but I'm so excited for this journey to continue and to see how this channel grows. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me. Hopefully you'll keep sticking with me, and I appreciate you all. So thank you guys so much for watching today and stopping by my channel to catch another flip through. Hopefully you've been inspired in some way, which means you'll give me a thumbs up on this video. You'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're new here, and you'll come back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.